Hi, I'm Leah from Kin's Kitchen, and I'm here today with Skylar and Chloe from Kids Can Cook Gourmet. These are the coolest kids I've ever met. They actually started their own company back in 2014 when they were only 9 and 11. And they're all about teaching kids how to eat healthy and have fun in the kitchen. And today we're gonna have fun, right guys?
Yeah!
You may recognize them from Dragon's Den. And today they're going to be making strawberry macarons. Macarons can be quite difficult to make if you're just following it from a cookbook. But if you watch Skylar and Chloe's video, you're going to see that it's actually not that bad. And I'm really looking forward to eating it.
So now we're gonna make our strawberry macarons. To start, we're gonna make the macaron shell. So we're gonna start by mixing the almond flour. We wanna sift those ones until they're very fine so that you don't have any chunks. Okay, and now we're gonna sift the powdered sugar. So now we're gonna mix the ingredients together and we're gonna make a well in the middle of the bowl. Into that well, you'd like to add your egg whites, and you want to combine that into a paste. Now we're going to make an Italian meringue to go in the macaron shell. So Italian meringues are very picky. You need to have everything exactly right. So you can't have any fat in your bowl, so you have to make sure it's wiped clean. You don't want any fingerprints because your oils on your fingers may wreck the egg. So pour your egg white into the mix master and add a pinch of sugar just to warm it up. Warm eggs are always better when you're making a meringue. Now we're gonna make the sugar syrup. So you're gonna pour your sugar into a pot fitted with a candy thermometer and your water. And now we're gonna cook our sugar syrup to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, which is firm ball stage. We're gonna turn it on and mix it. Once the sugar syrup reaches 210 degrees, you're going to turn on your mix master and start whipping the meringue. So now our sugar syrup has reached 120 degrees Celsius. I'm going to take it off the burner and allow it to cool slightly. You have to make sure that your meringue is fully whipped. And you don't want to leave it off too long because then the meringue will start to dissolve. Now we're going to whip the sugar syrup into the meringue. You don't have to worry if the meringue deflates a little bit. It will come back, and you want to whip it until the meringue is cool. So now that your meringue is cooled down, you can start folding it into your almond paste. So just take a small scoop at a time and start folding it together. Okay, so now we're ready to pipe out. Most people use macaroon parchment paper, so it just has circles drawn on it as a guide. But unfortunately, I couldn't find any here. If you could find some, that would be great. But I don't have any, so I'm just gonna freehand. So now we just pipe them into nice, neat, even-sized circles. So now that we're done piping out all the macarons, we're gonna let them rest to develop a little bit of a shell on the top so that they don't crack, and also they get that really delicious little crust and nice and gooey in the middle. So now it's time to bake the macarons. It's very important that they don't get any color on them, so we're gonna bake them at 350 degrees for 9 minutes. Now I'm taking the heads off the strawberries, and then we're gonna puree it to go in our buttercream. So now our macarons are done cooking. I'm gonna take them out and we're gonna let them cool. So now we're gonna pipe the filling into them. So basically what you wanna do is you wanna turn half of them upside down, pipe it nicely, but don't pipe it right to the edge because when you sandwich them, it'll squish out.
Isn't it nice to have a nice treat waiting for you when you're back from school? These macarons are awesome. You can make a big batch and you can freeze them, and then you can treat yourself bit by bit. This is really awesome. Great job. And now let's have some. Thank you.